All right, guys, happy Sunday. Let's talk about crypto here for you guys. Going to give you guys a full analysis on the weekly charts first. So Bitcoin is going up along with the other altcoins. So for me, the top 5 coins I'll be paying attention to will be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, and Doge, since everyone's been asking about Doge. So I'm going to talk a little about Doge here. So Dogecoin did go up. I'm not all about this coin. It's just basically, to me, it's just all about hype. Wouldn't be surprised if they try and shoot this thing back to retest 30 cents. Now, 30 cents is the biggest hurdle right now for Dogecoin. It did come up to 28 cents, but ended up going back down. Now, this is all on the weekly charts for now, and then I'll hop down to the daily and the 4 hour for you guys. So back to Ripple. Ripple found support at 50. What was that? Let's go to it. Yeah, but pretty much like 50 cents here. Based on the candles that are closing would be 58 cents. Looking for it to come back to 90 cents, and then we'll see if it tests the $1 price range. And then from there, we will come back and see if it comes back to $1.50 and then $1.60. Okay, so Litecoin. I'll move this down here. 118 was the support on the candle. Looking for it to come back to 160, and then we'll see if it breaks 180. Now, 180 is a major resistance for Litecoin, and we'll see where it goes from there. Once it breaches 180, we don't have resistance until it comes back to retest 380 and 400. And Ethereum. Now, this is Ethereum in the weekly chart here. 1880 was the support price on the weekly. Looking for it to come back to retest 3,200. There is no resistance until it comes back close to 4,000, 3,900, 4,000. Okay, I'm going to hop into Bitcoin now on the weekly chart. Now, don't mind this horizontal line. I would move it up here first. So we would target 58,000. What? Daddy's trying to do analysis right now. So I would target 58,000. And this is a long-term stretch, but since Bitcoin and all the top 5, top 6 coins are going up, I wouldn't be surprised, this is my personal opinion, that they would shoot the coins up before the end of the year due to the volatility of investors, people trying to inflate the economy as much as they can. I mean, look at the housing market, look at Wall Street, what's going on right now. And they're still trying to inflate the economy as much as they can. And it's crazy that prices are still skyrocketing, right? Even like the price of gas, even the price of just buying groceries have gone up. Even buying housing materials for your house, right? For home improvement. So think about where all these investors are trying to do before the market comes down. And me personally, I see a big bubble in this about to burst probably sometime at the end of this year until we come into tax season next year. And so that's why long-term stretch, you can't go wrong investing in these coins for now. And then by the end of this year, like I would say like November and December, start looking into selling and just see, you know, where things are headed by November and December. November and December are the slowest months for trading. And plus there's holidays, right? We got Thanksgiving, right? Well, not Black Friday, but we got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas and New Year's. And so those 2 months are going to be like the slowest, but pace yourself to see what's going to happen with the markets, especially with crypto, Wall Street, and the housing market. So we have three big investments, right? Big investment markets there. So I'm going to hop down to the daily chart here. And as you can see, it's starting to trickle itself back down on the daily. It's been going up. So I would narrow this down back to 45,000. So from 30,000 to 45,000, it's a $15,000 gain, right? Ethereum. So Ethereum has gained, I don't have another horizontal line, but has gained almost double the price. Come here. This girl, you better go sleep. Okay, so it has gained almost double the price from 1,700, right? So about $1,300 gains, okay? And based on this, right, we would sell on the daily chart, right, for a retracement. But on the weekly and the monthly, you would buy and hold it for a long-term investment until it comes back to retest it high, and we sell it back down. Litecoin, Litecoin, same setup. That Litecoin is starting to lose steam here on the daily at $158, $160. Coming back down here, I would short it back down to 140, 130. And that's why it's always crucial, not just to get caught up on a weekly chart, but to figure out the 1 hour and the 4 hour charts the most, along with the daily, right? That's not a lot. Yeah, like I said, I always send charts on the candle. So on the daily charts, Ripple is finding a lot of resistance at 81 and 82 cents here on the daily. And let's go to Dogecoin. A lot of resistance at 28 cents got rejected previously here. There's a lot of rejection back here for Dogecoin at 28 cents. So that is another given factor of previous resistance. Always look at previous resistance and tie the previous resistance to the same candlestick pattern, right? You can see the same setup here. Got rejected, went down, found support here. There's support back here too at 17 cents, and it came back up and it got rejected again. And we're looking for it to come back down again. So this is pretty cool. It's like an M structure. You know what I'm saying? So those that like to use the M and W structure, right? They talk a lot about this on YouTube as well. The market maker method. I use it sometimes, but not a whole lot. Like I said, based on price action and candlesticks, you can already justify where things are headed at this point. So I will hop into the 4 hour here. So with the 4 hour, right? So with the 4 hour, it is still uptrending on the 4 hour. It's just retracing back down for Bitcoin. You can see that. Okay, so it's still uptrending, right? Still uptrending. Okay. And that's what I'm referring to. But you getting tired? You want to get done? What? Yeah, he's trying to do analysis here. I'm trying to do an analysis here, and you're like in my way. You're in my way. So with that being said, like I said, now we're on the 4 hour chart. Now you guys, what I'm doing is I'm working from the top down. Okay, top down approach. You can work from the bottom. You can work from the bottom from the 1 minute up to the daily, but that's a lot of work. So the reason why you want to work from top down so that you have a broad overview perspective of the highest time frame, which is the monthly. But I wouldn't look at the monthly. The weekly is high as I'll go for most cryptos because most cryptos are brand new, and I wouldn't look at the weekly chart for Dogecoin or any of the smaller coins that just started this year or last year. You won't get much of a broad technical chart analysis on the candlestick pattern or even a trend. And that's the biggest thing, that is to spot the trend of previous trends of resistance and support. So with the 4 hour chart, we're trying to narrow down right here, because that's what I would narrow down. I wouldn't narrow from this horizontal line to that. Okay, I wouldn't narrow down from 45 to 30 for 30,000. That's not what I'm looking for. From the 4 hour, I'm narrowing down from 45 at the resistance and here, which would be 43,000. Now we're looking at a $2,000 price gap. It is retracing down. If it's going to break 43,000, I would keep selling it for 42 and 40 and 40,000, right? Because you don't have support until it comes back down to 40,500. So that is a key component here to pay attention to when you look at the 4 hour chart. Don't get caught up. Always line up your targets. Always line. If you like using stop loss, that's on you. Okay, but line up your targets right away and line up your prices so that you don't get caught up on trying to figure out what the next price you're shooting for if you're selling Bitcoin right now or if you're buying Bitcoin, right? Same setup. So that way you're not getting that way you're not second guessing. Okay, I know you're tired. Okay, so that way you're not second guessing when you want to buy and sell, but the most important thing is when you want to exit your trades and enter again. Okay, so same thing. Let's go back to Ethereum here. I know it's gonna be a long video, but I want to give you guys a full point analysis on this, on price, candlesticks, and the trend, and the time frames. Right, same thing with Ethereum. So Ethereum's going back down. So I would sell Ethereum, and I would target 2950 down to 2900. Right, so 2900 support right here, and then if it breaks that, I would target down to 2750 and 2700. That's another $200 price range. From 2950 to 2750. That's a $200 price range that we're looking at again if you're going to keep selling it. Breaks that, I would target down here to 2600 and 2550. The major one would be to sell it back down to 2450 and 2400. Notice that the math is simplified and calculated at the simplest term. So I always simplify my targets to be even numbers, not odd numbers. And I simplify, whether the value would be every $200 of a loss or every $100 of a gain, right? I'm not I'm not talking about pips here. I'm talking about the value of gains in, the value of that currency price or the value of the crypto price. Okay. That way you don't get caught up on trying to be like, oh, well, I'm going to just try and shoot for like 150 something pips or 250 something pips. Then you're going to have to break down the math even more. You want to simplify your math so you can multiply your profits. So that's the easiest given way I can say it for you guys, right? So linear math, exponential math, right? So that's the easy way I can say it for you guys, breaking things down. Now I know this is part of a different mindset that I'm talking about, because a lot of people talk about pips a lot. I don't talk a lot about pips. If you've seen all the videos I talk about, it's mostly the value of the gains of that currency price or crypto price, right? I don't talk about, oh, I just gained 1,000 pips today because gold went up 1,000 pips. I don't talk about that. I talk about the value of gold going up, right? So we talk about the value of Ethereum right now. The value of Ethereum is going down from 3167 and it's at 3044, 3044. It lost, it lost $30. I mean, no, not $30. It lost 25, right? No, 23, 22, and some change in the value of its gains. Okay, and that's what I'm referring to. I'm not talking about, oh, Ethereum dropped 1,000 pips. I'm not counting pips. Okay, with the amount of value that it drops, you can already calculate the amount of profits that you're making, not pips. You calculate the profits. Okay, so other than that, same thing with Litecoin. Litecoin's already coming back down. I'll go off the wick here at 157. It's at 151. It dropped $6 in value already, right? Same thing with Ripple. I would move this up. I'll move up to the wick here. 84 cents down at 78 cents. So it dropped 16 cents in value. Dogecoin, same setup. Dogecoin got rejected at 28. It's at 24. It dropped 4 cents in value, but this is a big drop on Dogecoin. Okay. 4 cents is huge for Dogecoin, especially for every brand new coin. Okay, you getting tired, girl? Okay, I know you're getting tired. Okay, so well, not to the US dollar, but back to Bitcoin here. Justify the time frame that you're in, right? Work from top down. Okay, if you're not working from top down, work on your specific time frames that you like to use. Okay, from there, understand the value of the gains and losses of the actual price. Okay, the price of Bitcoin, the price of gold, the price of Ethereum, right? The price of whatever it is that you're working on. Outline highs and lows. I've already outlined the highs and lows for you guys. I try to justify and analyze my approaches for you guys so you guys can feed for yourself as much as you guys can. This is a very, very, I want to make it a thorough video for you guys so you guys understand how I'm working the analysis from top down, and also price action candlesticks. And if you can't find the setup, understand that if you can't find anything, then just wait, be patient. So other than that, that's just a quick down analysis here for you guys for crypto. You guys got some insight, some knowledge from where I'm going with this top down approach and where crypto is headed on the weekly versus on the 4 hour, right? On the investment side, wouldn't be surprised if they shoot the coins higher before the end this year. Okay. So other than that, we'll put my kid to sleep here now. I apologize if she was being crabby, but like I said, that's what happens when you got a little kid. So, but other than that, I will see you guys in the chat group. Just let me know, and yeah, that's from a happy Sunday to you guys.